you all for coming. Thank you, Richie. As you heard, my name is Marc Tyler Nobleman. I am the author of Bill the Boy Wonder, the secret co-creator of Batman, the 2012 biography of writer Bill Finger, and I appear in this year's Batman movie. No, not Justice League. Not the Lego Batman movie. And also not the direct-to-video Batman vs. Two-Face. I was in Hulu's documentary Batman and Bill. Right behind me. For years, oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. For years, I would say Batman's biggest secret is not Bruce Wayne. Not anymore. Bill Finger wrote the first Batman story in 1939, and hundreds more over the next 25 years, including his heartbreaking and groundbreaking origin. He also designed the costume. But his name never appeared in the credit line even once in his lifetime. Meanwhile, cartoonist Bob Kane drew only a fraction of the stories, and for only the first few years, and did not write a single Batman story in his life. But from the start, he was the sole person credited. Holy fake news, Batman. As Richie said, we were thinking along the same lines. This street renaming is a love letter to actually I'm going to give it 4 B's. Bill, Batman, the Big Apple, and of course, the Bronx.
Boogie down.
That's right. You can get away with that, I probably can't. So Bill wasn't born in the Bronx, but Batman was. According to my research, it happened on Kelly Street. Then Bill built the Batworld from all over the borough. In 1940 and 41, Bill lived at 2754 Grand Concourse. Which road was that? In that period, he wrote the first stories with Robin, the Joker, Catwoman, and he named the Batmobile in Gotham City. In 1941 and 42, he lived at 50 East 196th Street, during which time he wrote the first appearances of the Scarecrow and the Penguin, and he introduced what he would later name the Batcave. Right here in Poe Park, he and Bob would sit on benches and brainstorm Batman adventures. But when Bill passed away in 1974 at age 59, many, if not most, Batmanians had never heard his name. He had no mainstream obituary, no funeral, no gravestone, no kidding. When I began my book in 2006, I was led to believe he also had no heir. His son Fred was his only child and died in 1992, leaving no offspring known to comics historians. The biggest moment of my research was when I discovered that that was not true. Fred did have a child, a daughter, which meant Bill had a granddaughter. I found Athena Finger, then she found the courage to fight, along with her sister Alethea, who's also here, for her family's birthright. In 2015, after 76 years of inaccuracy, DC Comics added Bill's name to Batman. Justice has no expiration date.
Yes.
One of the most instrumental people in my research was Bill's longtime writing partner, Charles Sinclair. Charles gave of his time many times to articulately tell me about his friend Bill. Charles is not here today. Yesterday, I learned that on November 15th, at age 93, Charles passed away. Let's take a moment to honor Bill's old friend and my new friend, Charles. I'd like to give him a round of applause. Thank you all for joining this celebration. Fingerheads have come from as far as Utah. We're Scout. From Utah. Anyone from farther than Utah? Okay, then you take the cake. That's quite an honor for Bill. Special thanks, of course, to Athena and her son Benjamin, Bill's great-grandson, for coming in from Florida. We are all indebted to New York Council member Richie Torres and his fantastic staff, the 3 R's that I've been working with, Ron, Raphael, and Raymond, for spearheading this tribute to 2 of the Bronx's most distinguished sons, the Dark Knight and the mind behind them. So a round of applause for these fine folks. is more than one of the world's most successful superheroes. He is one of the most iconic fictional characters of any kind of all time. That means that Bill Finger is one of the most influential creators of all time. He died too soon to see that family and fans have reclaimed his legacy. So the unveiling of Bill Finger Way is bittersweet. Bill Finger made history. Team Finger corrected history. And now the Bronx takes lead in honoring that history by installing this sign, the first memorial to a superhero creator in New York, the superhero capital of the world. Next step is a statue.
Yeah.